There's something on your face. It was pain.
When people say, oh, can I borrow your pen? What I want to say is, absolutely not! Get your own pen, this is mine. However, as part of a scheme I'm working on to try and seem normal would be an exaggeration, but, you know, at least acceptable in broader society, I try not to say that. I try and seem casual about, oh yeah, borrow my pen, that's fine. And then I'm thinking about it constantly until it is returned.
But I also can't convince people that I'm not gay. It's become a very weird thing. People, and I know that because people come up to me and they'll be like, Ryan, are you gay? And I'm like, no. And they're like, are you sure? Which is not the correct response at all. And I'm like, yeah, because I don't think, like, yes, that is my final answer. This isn't Jeopardy. I won't be taking cock for 800. You know what I mean?
No, don't stop, sir. It's coming. It's definitely coming. I just wonder whether 2 socks and a hand grenade is really the sort of thing that covers of king and country are made of.
There will be when I've painted them being shoved up the Kaiser's backside.
Now, this is interesting.
What is?
Well, Private Baldrick is obviously a bit of an impressionist.
The only decent impression he can do is of a man with no talent. What's it called, Baldrick? The Vomiting Cavalier?
The first time I got pulled over by a cop, my physical and emotional reaction. Oh, fuck him, 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 fuck him.
Racism. That's something to be upset about, more than jokey wokes. It's really reared its ugly head, hasn't it? Last couple of years, people booing footballers who want to take a knee. An African-American is killed by the police and people are screaming quite rightly that Black Lives Matter, and then you get these morons, I think you'll find all lives matter! How could you be flippant about murder? Do you reckon they're like that with other stuff? Save the whales! What about 7? Happy Mother's Day. You calling my dad a cunt?
Nice work, Hugo. Successfully sidestepped the wanker bullet there, didn't we? And it's now literally every other word out of his mouth. He's like, Jack, you can make as many jokes as you like about me being plant positive. I am going to live 10 years longer than you. Yeah, not if you keep calling yourself plant positive around me. I will smother you in your sleep. Actually, I won't even need to smother you now. You're a vegan. I'll just place the cushion on your face. You'll be too weak to lift it off. You're suffocating me. Nope, just making you oxygen negative. It's not good crying over spilt nut juice.
It's been manic today. It has been manic. We have only just today secured our big name Hollywood director for the movie. Obviously, I said, oh, well, it's a secret. Can you tell me who it is? Yeah? This is where it all went wrong. I guarantee if any one of you in this room was in her position when I replied with what I did, it would be fine. You get us, you know who I am, you're on my wavelength, it would be okay. I'd probably be in that movie now. What you're about to hear is the reason I am not. She said, Steven Spielberg. And I said, F*** off.
Right, you ready?
Oh, just about, sir, yes. If you'd just like to pop your clothes on the stool.
I'm sorry?
Just pop your clothes on the stool over there.
You mean you want me tackle out?
So, yes.
If I can remind you of the realities of battle, George, one of the first things that everyone notices is that all the protagonists have got their clothes on. Neither we nor the Hun favour fighting our battles au naturel.
Sir, it's artistic license. It's willing suspension of disbelief.
Well, I'm not having anyone staring in disbelief at my willy suspension. Now get on and paint the bloody thing sharpish.
I did temping work before I became a stand-up. I worked at an office where they had an American boss. At a drinks party, he put his American Express card behind the bar. Oh, I pity the fool. In America, that might work. It would get greeted with praise. Hey, guys, have you heard? Tyler Tyler's put his credit card behind the bar. What a swell thing of Tyler to do. We need to make sure that we buy him around later, and I suspect we're going to need to leave a pretty substantial tip, period. Yeah. Not in Britain. In Britain, it becomes like a challenge to see how much it is physically possible to drink before that bastard becomes a pay bar. You see people having pep talks, geeing each other up. Have you heard? That dickhead's put his credit card behind the bar. We're going to drink so much free alcohol in the next hour that Tyler has to remortgage his bloody house.
Come here. You gotta see this. I'm about to give Captain Holt his gift.
Oh, did he lift his no gift policy?
No, he didn't. But I figured out a way to buy him something and trick him into accepting it.
You're bad.
I know, right? Oh, wait, you're making fun of me. Well, I don't care. He would never open a gift, right? But what if his gift didn't look like a gift?
He would open it?
Exactly. I left it in a cardboard box on his desk. There's no card, just the words "open now," which I wrote with my wrong hand so he wouldn't recognize my handwriting. Captain.
Santiago, Peralta.
Sir. So, just to recap, you left an unmarked package on a police captain's desk on a random Monday with a suspicious message written on it that looked like it was scrawled by a crazy person.
Bomb! There's a bomb! Everyone out! Let's go! This is not a drill! Let's go!
Great gift, babe.
Also, I should mention my accent. My accent may be rather unfamiliar, possibly even rather exotic to some of your ears, so if you are struggling to place it, it is in fact educated. Thank you. That's generous of you. I should make it clear, not expensively. This is not a coalition-style accent. I just paid attention, that's all. I was taught to believe that it would be an advantage to speak correctly. My father encouraged me to speak with my teeth clenched together, like so, as though addressing the crew of a naval frigate. Or perhaps being buggered in the showers at Harrow. I don't know. Thank you, Rector. I don't know what the idea was, but...
It's not a show. There's no dancers or jugglers. It's basically a bloke talking, which is essentially what stand-up comedy is, isn't it? A bloke talking. Sexist. What about all the funny female comedians? Like, No. Right. No. I'm not doing that. Okay, right. That was irony, okay? There's going to be a bit of that throughout the show. See if you can spot it, okay? Now, that's when I say something I don't really mean for comic effect, and you as an audience, you laugh at the wrong thing because you know what the right thing is. It's a way of satirising attitudes. Like that first joke, I used the old-fashioned sexist trope that women aren't funny. Now, in real life, I know there are loads of funny women. Like, I did it again. Well spotted. Good.
I heard that it started when a bloke called Archie Duke shot an ostrich because he was hungry.
I think you mean it started when the Archduke of Austro-Hungary got shot.
No, there was definitely an ostrich involved.
Well, possibly. But the real reason for the whole thing was that it was just too much effort not to have a war.
By gum, this is interesting. I always loved history. The Battle of Hastings, Henry VIII and his 6 knives, all that.
You see, Baltic, in order to prevent war in Europe, 2 superblocks developed. Us, the French and the Russians on one side, and the Germans and Austro-Hungary on the other. The idea was to have 2 vast opposing armies, each acting as the other's deterrent. That way, there could never be a war.
But this is a sort of a war, isn't it, sir?
Yes, that's right. You see, there was a tiny flaw in the plan.
What was that, sir?
It was bollocks.
And in my family, my sister definitely gets it worse. Last year, my sister got engaged. That should have been a lovely moment for our family. And it was, for 0.5 seconds. Until she then announced she didn't want to get married in a church. Oh dear. Anyone would have thought she'd told him she'd voted Green. Did not go down well. They went, "What do you mean you don't want to get married in a church, Molly? If I'm paying for this wedding, you're not having it in a bar. If I'm paying for this wedding, it will happen in a house of worship." The look on his face when he finds out we've booked a mosque.
And now that I've written written it, I am terrified to let anybody read it. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to read bits of the book out. You're going to react. And then at the end, we'll all collectively decide whether or not I should kill myself.
We no longer sell curved croissants in our largest supermarket because enough people wrote to Tesco complaining that they struggle putting jam on curved croissants. That is a thing. We were defeated by bendy bread.
I've just been Tesco not being funny, but I was going like that, and suddenly there was jam on the table. Help, Tony, it's happening again.
Name something you like your girlfriend to do to your face.
I'm gonna say sit on it.
Yes! Sit on it! Everybody feels better now.
Oh, he was stupid, he was easily led, he didn't mean that. What do you mean he didn't mean that? They say, oh no, he was influenced by the political philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche, right? Because Nietzsche wrote this paper talking about a Superman. He said, not all men are born equal. And Hitler misinterpreted this and went way too far with it. And think of that. You're a great scholar, you've done this work, and you get a call from the Führer. And the Führer goes, all right, Nietzsche. He goes, yeah, good, what do you want? He goes, just read your book. What do you think? Love it. Love all that, man and Superman, not everyone's equal, kill all the Jews. Sorry? Not everyone's equal, so kill all the Jews. I didn't write that. I read between the lines. I didn't mean that. That's terrible. You haven't been killing Jewish people, have you? What? Have you been killing Jewish people? Yeah. Yeah. A few. How many? 6 million. 6 million? That's all. I won't do any more. Leave it at 6. That's terrible. I won't do any more. Stay for dinner? Well, I will, but be careful in future. I will. Are you writing any other books? Well, I am, but I'm scared to tell you about it. I won't do anything. What's your new book called? My new book is called The Gypsies. Do we need them, Mum?
But it's funny. When I was checking into the hotel in Auckland, she wanted to tell me, the receptionist, about this new swimming pool that they built on the 6th floor. The 6th floor. And surrounding the pool was a deck with an E. And it was known as the deck. And in the lift it went, the deck. And I was checking in and she said, so while you're staying here, Mr. McIntyre, are you going to spend some time sitting on the dick? That is an astonishing assumption to make of me. She said there's a lovely big dick on the 6th floor. There's a lovely big dick on the 6th floor? What kind of a place is this? She said the dick is just for hanging out. No, it isn't.
Great. He's pushing with his uterus. It's got to be a smarter way of removing it.
Yeah, this is nothing more than a physics problem.
Right. Archimedes once said, give me a lever long enough and a fulcrum on which to place it, and I shall move the world.
Of course. All we need is to find stuff to make a lever big enough to fix this.
Exactly. I'll bet there's something around here that could be a lever.
Let's see, a lever.
Wait, hold on. Let's take this problem one step at a time. First, we need to decide whether we're calling it lever or lever. And the sooner we decide it's lever, the sooner we can roll up our sleeves, not slabs, and get to work.
We're gonna be here for Ever.
Look at Jacinda Ardern. Look what she did in New Zealand. It's incredible, wasn't it? She pretty much mummed an entire nation. Well, look at me, I'm your mum, okay? We're going to lock down until the disease goes away. We're going to use mum logic.
Why don't we drink bleach?
Don't listen to your dad.
Excellent. I can see it now. The nun and the Hun.
No time to lose. George, set up your easel. Waldrick and I will pose. This is going to be art's greatest moment since Mona Lisa sat down and told Leonardo da Vinci she was in a slightly odd mood. Waldrick, you lie down in the mud and be the nun.
I'm not lying down there, it's all wet.
Well, let's put it this way. Either you lie down and get wet, or you knock down and get a broken nose.
Actually, it's not that wet, is it?
No.
What are you going to be then, sir? The noble Tommy?
Precisely. Standing over the body of the ravaged nun.
I want a wimple.
Well, you should have gone before we started the picture.
You know, the funny thing is, my father was a nun.
No, he wasn't.
He was so, sir. I know, because whenever he was up in court and the judge used to say occupation, he'd say none.
Is this a pregnancy test?
Yes.
That means positive?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. No.
Yes.
How could this even happen? We were careful.
Oh, it did.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. Okay. Well, what are we gonna do?
What do you mean, what are we gonna do? We're gonna have another baby.
No.
Stop that.
No.
Yes.
I'm trying.
Yep, sometimes I gotta beat the ladies off with a stick. Back, woman! Back, I said!
Ladies, if we do something in your dream, how about that's not our fault? See? The lovely lady in the front's like, yes, it is. Like, not. But if something happened in your imagination, then you're genuinely mad for 2 weeks. That's not fair. I didn't have to write this joke. This happened in a half a second one morning. I woke up with the now ex-girlfriend. We'll call her Chelsea because that was her name. And she was standing over top of me. I wake up with a person here. I have no idea what's going on. I'm just startled awake. I'm like, holy shit, are you okay? She said, I had a dream you had sex with my sister. I said, I've had that dream. I've also had a dream. How did yours go?
Oh my God. There's this guy in the gym, okay? I wasn't in the gym, I was just walking past. I saw him through the window. Look at the shiny man. It's not something I do at gym windows. Shiny man. I don't, right, okay? Oh my God. He was the most muscular guy I've ever seen. His abs, oh my God, it was like a cobbled street, sir. You wouldn't want to walk down it with a wedged heel. He had this big not juicy, rippling, yeah, big fucking muscles on his arms, all right? Covered head to toe in fake tan, diamante earrings, blonde tinted highlights in his hair. They're not one, but 2 trucker caps with the peaks heading out in different directions. And to complete this incredible look, across his shoulder blades, this massive tattoo which simply read, "Only God can judge me." Incorrect. I can. You're a
Any Welsh people in? Any Welsh? Oh, it's quite a few. Well, we seem to have contained the problem. I'm loving the Welsh. I like the Welsh language. And I like the Welsh language because it was clearly invented by a dad losing at Scrabble. That's clearly what's happened there. That's not a word. It starts with 3 L's. It is a bloody word.
Yeah, New Zealand's amazing. I love New Zealand. But it takes 24 hours, as you know, to get there from here. And that's a day of your life gone, just gone. It's insane. And the jet lag is monumental. So I landed in Auckland, New Zealand. And I thought, I've got to get onto the time zone as quickly as possible. So I pulled out the bezel of my watch. And I said to the stewardess, excuse me, what's the time difference here? I just want to get onto the new time zone. What's the time difference here? She went, it's 12 years ahead, the time difference in New Zealand. It's 12 years ahead. We're 12 years ahead of New Zealand. So I started to wind my watch. 12 hours. And I noticed my peripheral vision. She was looking at me like I was an idiot. I thought, what's her problem? She needs to jog on. I got about 8 hours in and I realised, oh right, I'm going to land in exactly the same place that I started. So rather than look a fool, I wound it back. Thank you. I'll be fine from here. Thank you for your help.
Hey, if we're gonna keep talking about Tori's phone, could someone please take me to a car door so I can slam my face in it?
I have a car.
Oh.
He's like, huh, Mr. Whitehall, is this your bodyguard? The problem is, I was so busy laughing at Harry's little joke, I didn't realise what was unfolding next to me. It was like one of those moments in life where everything happens in slow motion. I turned to my left. I could see that my dickhead friend was gearing up to drop a clanger, but there was nothing that I could do to stop it from happening. Do you know what his response was to getting called a bodyguard by the 5th in line to the throne at a black tie charity reception? He went, oi, oi, off, Ron Weasley. To be fair to Harry, he leaves it just long enough for me to think that my friend is about to be executed by the security services. And then cool as you like goes, well, I'd rather look like Ron Weasley than Shrek.
You really gotta stop misbehaving. You're getting on Mommy's nerves.
Well, you know what'll ease your stress? Slap me across the face like a bitch.
It's all right. I'll get some Windex.
Come on, discipline me. Make me wear panties, rub dirt in my eye, violate me with a wine bottle. My God, I really do have problems, don't I?
So, is this the part where you tell me it's not what it looks like?
I don't know. What does it look like?
You tell me.
It's not what it looks like.
Which is...
Murder figures, you insufferable little prick.
I've been really silly with the kids. I'm 41, they're 7, and we've got this game where I'll go up to them and I'll accuse them of being animals. So I'm like, you are a weasel. And then they look at me and go, you are a skunk. And we laugh. My auntie caught me doing this. And Jenny went, excuse me, can I have a word? Did you just call him a weasel? I was like, yeah. She went, we do not give people nicknames in this family. Thank you very much indeed. I was like, well, we do. Wait till you leave the room.
Ha! Not going out there today! It's raining! Welcome to fucking England! Yeah, you know, it's that kind of rain that just really soaks you down to your core, you know, wet rain. Did I leave my washing out? Oh, fuck! I left my washing out! God, at least the plants will get a good water. My dogs are absolute pussies in the rain, so I guess I can't walk them today. Oh no! Why does it have to be so wet? Knew I should have brought my waterproofs. God, the roads are going to be treacherous out there. It is raining cats and dogs. It is belting down. It is hammering down. It is peppering down. It is pissing it down. The sound is so relaxing. Mitzi's out. Babe, Mitzi's out. Mitzi, get in. Mitzi, get in. You felt it though. It's kind of like, it's like a hot rain. It's not cold. It's like a hot rain. Why does it always rain on a Tuesday? I can't go out. My body refuses to be wet.
List of personnel cleared for Mission Gainsborough, as dictated by General C.H. Melchett. You and me, darling, obviously. Field Marshal Haig, Field Marshal Haig's wife, all Field Marshal Haig's wife's friends, their family servants, their family servants' tennis partners, and some chap I bumped into in the mess the other day called Bernard.
So, it's maximum security, is that clear? Quite clear, sir. Only myself and the rest of the English-speaking world is to know.
Good man. Now, Field Marshal Haig has formulated a brilliant new tactical plan to ensure final victory in the field.
Ah. Would this brilliant plan involve us climbing out of our trenches and walking very slowly towards the enemy, sir?
How could you possibly know that, Blackadder? It's classified information.
It's the same plan that we used last time, and the 17 times before that.
Exactly!
We have got enough milks now. Would everyone stop milking shit? I went to buy coffee recently. I have very straightforward coffee tastes. It should have been a very straightforward transaction. It was anything but. I went in there, I was like, hello, I'd like a white coffee, please. Okay, sir, what kind of milk would you like with your coffee? We've got a coconut milk, we've got an almond nut milk, we've got a hazelnut milk, we've got a cashew nut milk, we've got a macadamia nut milk, we've got an oat milk, rice milk, hemp milk, soy milk. You can have it from a bean, from a pulse, from a nut, from a grain, from an oat, from a flax, from a leaf, from a seed, from a tree. I'd like it from a nipple, please. I don't care what type of nipple, preferably a cow's, but I'm not fussy. I'll take it from whatever nipple I can get. She looked at me like I had requested it from hers. Like I was the weirdo. I'm not the weirdo. You're the one that's in the back of the shop with your little friends milking fucking cashew nuts. You're the freaks, not me. I do not for one moment doubt that lactose intolerance is a very grave and pressing issue for humanity. But lest I remind you, we currently don't have a cure for cancer, and there are 12 readily available milk substitutes on the market, which I would argue is 11 more than we need. No one in this entire 10,000 strong arena has ever made a decent piece of toast on the hotel conveyor belt toaster. Unfathomably and handily fitted with a small window so you can witness your misery play out in slow motion. First time through. Still bread. Second time through. Barely warm. Third time through. Burnt to a crisp! There is literally no setting to get it right. It's like putting a ginger on a sunbed. It's impossible.